Everybody wants alternative.
Yo, welcome back to Alternative Milk, the milkiest podcast and bestest podcast north of the Antarctica. Yeah, best podcast north of the Antarctica. I've heard that said before, and I'm here to bring you another episode of me going in and discussing all the things I like about My Hero Academia, Ep.7. But before that, make sure everybody goes over to the Instagram, follow me, hit that follow button. Makes me feel good about myself at alternativemlkpod. And then when you're done with that, swing over to the Twitter, hit that button over there, follow your boy at alternativemilk, no second I. If you can't spell it, go to the description, figure it out. I believe in you. Email's down there too. Shoot me an email. Make me feel loved. Tell me what you love about each episode of My Hero Academia. As I just, some days before work, I watch an episode and I just want to talk about it. And since I moved, there's been less people to talk about my anime with. And so I got an outlet to talk about it here. And as we are to the next episode. Deku versus Kacchan is the episode title, and a quick synopsis of it. Izuku is up against Kakashi in their first class with All Might. Can he and Uraraka beat the villain team Kakashi and Tenya before time runs out? Basically, it's a continuation from episode 6. Deku, our main boy, and Uraraka, they're teamed up. They're on a hero team in a class where they gotta capture this weapon from the villain team in Tenya and Bakugo. So, regular class stuff, simple hero training, but it's our steps to be the greatest hero with our main boy. So it pretty much leaves off where it takes off. And I love the opening scene when they do a quick recap. And my man says, Deku is the name of a hero. Shut y'all hoe ass, bitch ass, snitch asses up. Deku is the name of the hero. Y'all better put respect on my boy name. He out there fucking making plays. He a playmaker. Y'all I don't understand why people don't see that as they should. he gonna be the hero because he fucking make plays all the fucking time. Think I'm done with my cursing for the episode, but I like how he's reclaiming the name Deku. And in this episode, and I'm gonna say this, a bad thing about My Hero Academia. There's a lot of instances where our main boy and other people, they're repeating something that's already happened over and over again. It's like they keep saying the same thing. And this is my motivation. And this is my motivation. It's like all the same motivation. And this episode is no different. It's just something that continues on for quite a while. But good things are about the episode. We find out where the name Deku comes from. Because our main boy and Bakugo, they grew up in the same neighborhood. You really get a dive into the character of Bakugo and how he developed his sense of I'm better than everybody else. Like from a young kid, like when our main boy was telling us how, before he bullied me too bad, we were friends and we grew together. We were he was the leader of the group, but we were all together. And you kind of see that's not quite. He was always mean to Izuku. He was always kind of a bully to him. He always thought of himself as I'm the leader. And then when he developed his quirk and everybody praised him, talking about how he did, man, that's a flashy quirk. You got all the potential in the world to be a hero. You're already a leader in this classroom. Man, look at you, man. You're going to be the guy. And that goes to a little kid's head. And you can see how that shaped and developed him. He's like, yes, I am better than everybody around me. I am what the people need. I have the potential to be a hero. Let me go sip my whiskey real quick. That get me through the episode. He internalized that. That became a core sense of his character, his pride. Like, I'm the best. I am number one. And throughout the years, he's exuded that to everybody else. And in another scene from the flashback later in the episode, it really comes together of why he started bullying Midoriya the way he did, because it was discovered that Izuku didn't have a quirk. They were calling him quirkless. You know, hey, he didn't have a quirk. He's quirkless. So, all right. Not really any shots fired. It's sad for him because, you know, he wanted to be a hero and he knows that's the way to be a hero is to have a powerful quirk. But all the kids are hanging out. It's back when they were in kindergarten, and our boy Bakugo, they're walking across the log, and it's Bakugo, Izuku, and 3 other kids. Bakugo falls off into the river. It's like a little slow stream, couple inches high. He falls into it. He gets up. All the other kids are like, "Oh yeah, he's gonna be fine. Look at him, man. He can't do no wrong, man. Get his ass up." And he gets up. He's like, "Oh, he fell in the water." He's like, "Oh," grabbing his head, like, "Oh, I'm good." But then our main boy, Izuku Midoriya, runs down there, just reacts, like just like that, snapping your fingers. He's like, "Hey man, I was scared you could have hurt yourself or hit your head. I hope you're okay," and extended his hand and had a worried look in his eyes for Bakugo. And Bakugo took that as you thinking I am weak. I need no help. I am the best. But you're treating me like you're the hero. That's why I think it is. Like, I'm being treated like I need saving. I do not need saving. I'm destined to be a great hero. You ain't shit. So why do you have that look in your eye? So he's really taken that to heart, and he's internalized that all these years trying to make this. So it's a good fight. It's a great fight between because it flashes back. We're back in we're going back to the main story, and Bakugo's really just putting in the work. He's showing why he is better. He's embracing what he learned from the beginning of the fight. Deku's like, all right, he always goes in with a big right hook, and he uses that to his advantage. Deku thinks he's going to go for a big right hook. He's able to use his quirk to maneuver through the air, pinpoint to explode, jump around Deku, jump back, blast him in the back. He's doing some crazy shit out there. Y'all seen the fucking episode. He's accurate with his blast, and it continues through the episode and to the point that he even was able to use his quirk, get around Deku again, and grab him and throw him to the ground like Izuku threw him to the ground in the previous episode, just again proving like, hey, I am better than you, but I want you to. He has a problem with he wants to be the best, which is a good thing. He wants to be the best, so he thinks he needs to beat the best. And he just feels disrespected all this time from Deku. Like, you had a powerful quirk this whole time. Did you think you were better than me? Is a reason you never used it as I tormented you? And I can see, like, so for somebody that thinks they were always the destined for greatness, and he was a bully. He bullied that boy. That it makes you feel like, wow, all this time this kid could have at least potentially whooped my ass because he has this powerful ass quirk. But you know that don't deter him. He's like, I'm gonna beat you. And I like that little standoff they have where it's Bakugo about to use his full powered quirk, and Deku's about to punch him. It seems like he's about to punch him with his full power quirk. But before we get to that, talk about one previous thing. I love Bakugo's gauntlets on his arm. And I like how they explained it. His hands sweat a good amount, and that's nitroglycerin causes it shit to explode, and the gauntlets store the sweat. That's a cool little explanation for when he uses big explosions with them. And on the other half of the episode, we have Uraraka trying to get past Tenya to get the fake missile that Tenya's supposed to be trying to protect for the villain team. So that's a good little fight they have going. And during that, Deku's able to contact Uraraka and just tell her, hey, we finna do some shit. Get your ass ready. I'm going. shit gonna happen and shit gonna be crazy. But basically, he just told her, hey, grab a pillar, make that shit float, and probably swing some rocks at Tenya, which was great. It worked. It worked out because we're flashing back to Deku fighting Bakugo. When Bakugo went in for that big punch, that big right hook to whoop his ass, Deku had his punch ready to go, but instead he aimed it to the ceiling because he already earlier in the episode he said, "Man, I must be right under where the thingy bopper is." So he punches it and he literally blows a hole through the rest of the building like 5 stories up, and he uses his Detroit smash, which is crazy. Why All Might has all his powerful moves named after American cities. Well, United States of American cities. But the Detroit smash is a success. It blows a hole, causing Tenya to be delayed and Uraraka to use her quirk to float over. Well, first she like I said, she hit them rocks at him, and then she floated over because she done her suit. She's designed it so when she makes it float, she can float too temporarily. And she grabs the missile and they win. The hero team wins, and everybody's happy. All Might's even happy, even though All Might almost had to stop the fight like 2 times because he was like, all right, first, Bakugo used that powerful ass explosion. Like, bro, you destroying half the building defeats the purpose if you're trying to protect your stronghold. And then the second time when they were about to do their powerful ass punches against each other, shit, they're like, man, somebody in the background like, man, they might kill each other. He's like, oh, he was right when he was about to stop it. He heard Deku tell Uraraka to enact the plan. So plans were enacted. Everything was good for the most part. They won, but had a little showdown with Bakugo looking just shocked at Izuku how severely injured he was because he blocked that punch with his left arm from Bakugo, but his arm was fucked up. It did not look good, and his other arm was fucked up from using his quirk. He's like, bro, I can't use my quirk all the time because I fuck myself up. How am I supposed to? I have to be able to continue fighting. That's what our homeroom teacher, Mr. Ozawa, is trying to teach me. Like, I have to be able to continue fighting. When I'm able to learn to use my quirk better, hey, we can do this again. We can tussle. And of course, since this is at least a light spoiler, hopefully you've seen the whole series up to this point. This is going to get a deeper spoiler. When they are able to have their one-on-one match and prove who's the best, I'm pretty sure it'll make me doubt myself, but Bakugo wins that fight when they go one-on-one, which is great. Like, shout out to our boy Bakugo. He's cool. He rules, but he has a lot to learn in terms of, we know you want to be the best, but it's how you go about it. And he's still growing as a character. He still has a lot of anger. Like, he expects to be better than everybody else, and he is. He's probably one of the most best combat ready of all the students there. And even during their fight, some of the other 2 students, who was our Icy Hot Boy and Urizawa, they're like, yeah, that's crazy what he's doing right now. The proficiency he has with his quirk is outstanding. But it was a lot going on. Hopefully, we all know, but hopefully Bakugo is able to learn how to be a cooler dude. And that's all it really comes down to, because all that praise he's gotten throughout his life, he just has to learn how other people can be good at things too. And that doesn't mean you're worse at what you do. It's just they're good at what they do also. So it's gonna be a pretty big learning curve for him. But they're just learning. Everybody's in the infancy of learning what it means to really be a hero. And it's only episode 7, so everybody's gonna learn and grow. And we're gonna I can't wait to the next episode when they explain, hey, who was the best during this 2v2 little battle they had, and we get to see the other students for a little bit participate in their battles. So I want to say thank you again for everybody that listened. Hopefully this was to your liking. Leave leave comments, subscribe, do all that cool stuff everybody else tells you to do on every other platform. Do it here also. And I will catch you again next time on Slack. Bye.